Welcome back. So let's talk about some of the more advanced EasyEdit features. I'm going to go ahead and open up my Easy Editor, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my content here and hit enter a few times, that way we can look at it from the bottom. Last time we covered all the major word processing options and the things that we use to really make the page look the way we want. Let's look at some of the more advanced things that we have on the Easy Editor. The first one is the widget tool. If I click on widgets, there are several widgets available. There's YouTube and Hulu. We've already talked about adding YouTube videos, and it's really easier with the video tool than with the widget tool, because when you do the widget tool and I hit select, it does let us search just like we did before. But most of the widgets ask you for an embed code or some sort of URL for the video, and so you're going to have to find a code for these widgets that's supplied by the websites. Usually you'll just find it as the embed code. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel on our YouTube. I'll go back to our widgets and highlight a few of them. Let's see here. Google Video is available. Vizu is a really cool application for designing polls so that you can ask a question and get some feedback. As a pollster on your Wetpaint site, this can be very useful for the classroom. Photo bucket for slideshows and things like that. One of the ones I really like is Gably, and in fact I'll go ahead and add a Gably widget to our content here. I'm going to hit select, and then it's going to ask for that embed code. A lot of times the embedded codes start with something like iframe, and those usually work out pretty well. For the Gably chat, I'm just going to use the exact same code we used when we were setting up our network learning environment. So I'm going to take that code and I'm going to paste it here. So now the chat or Gably chat room that's found on our network learning page or our iGoogle page will also appear on this page. So I'm going to hit add Gably chat. With that code, I can adjust the size. I'm going to go ahead and make my Gably chat roughly the same size as my YouTube video. Again, I can choose how the text wraps around it. This middle one is pretty nice because the text will then line up along the side of your video, but I'm going to leave it standard for right now. Click done and save. I'll do the edit note added Gably and save. So now underneath YouTube, the Gably chat app is launching, and we'll see if anybody else is in our room. Not right now. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to our Easy Editor and highlight a few other options. I'm going to go ahead and I'll leave Gably on our page. So if we look at widgets, a couple of the other ones that are fairly useful that work basically the same way as Google Calendar. That's a very useful one as far as adding any calendars you wish people to watch or pay attention to onto your site. Course calendars and things like that can be added very easy with that tool. Most other Web 2.0 applications that give you that embed code can be added by using other widget. You just hit select and then you enter their embed code, and it generally works. Okay. Another option we have here, and I'll go ahead and hit enter under our Gably, is to add Wetpaint set content modules. There's new member spotlight, basically people that join your site, it'll pop them up in the top. You can add photo galleries, you can do recent site activity, top contributors. One of the ones that I really like is related content. We'll go ahead and add that one. What it does is it searches through Wetpaint and kind of looks for pages that are similar in content to what yours is. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I could edit the colors, but I'm going to leave those alone. And I'll make the size a little bit bigger. And I'll hit done, and we'll do save. And I'll do added content. I'll do related content. And save. So right now it says no related content because our page is new and it's kind of unique in being about Lewis Carroll. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the rest of our options here. The last thing I really want to focus on is layout zones. By default, your page has 2 layout zones, so I'll go ahead and do that. And a lot of times they automatically fill in those content modules in your layout zones over here. I kind of like a more standard look, so I usually go with 1 layout zone. So I'll do save layout zone, and you see my content now takes up the full length, which is pretty good. Go ahead and hit save, and I'll do edited layout zones. Save.